My name is Caressa Flannery. Oh wait, actually, that's incorrect. I'm now Caressa Peterson. That's right, a little over 2 weeks ago, I married my amazing husband, Jeff, during a tropical storm. And regardless what my name is, I am the founder and coordinator for the DoGood-er Awards and your MC for tonight's festivities. So enough about me. Welcome to the 8th annual DoGood-er Awards and a pretty full house of local leaders and lots of do-gooders. Tonight, we are going to be once again celebrating 15 outstanding nominees who have been doing good things in our community and for those around us. I know our logo colors have pink in them, but I decided a while back I was definitely wearing pink because, well, it's October and it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And this year, we have a nominee, Patty Hurwitz, who is nearly a 25-year survivor. As well as nominee Kelly Hartzell. She is a warrior currently struggling with the disease. Unfortunately, Kelly won't be with us tonight, so please keep her in your thoughts or say a little prayer for her for a full recovery. We also, for the first time, have a mother and daughter both nominated for their outstanding contributions. And another who is dealing with the loss of a spouse and showing tremendous resilience and putting her pain to purpose. But those are just a sampling of the great folks we will be sharing tonight. It's great to see so many amazing individuals putting their hearts and souls into our communities and making a difference. Frederick has produced some great men and women who lead with their hearts, and it all comes down to recognizing needs and being kind. The past few years and even current events have been a challenge, to say the least. It can be hard to keep a positive perspective when so much is in turmoil. Wars, health tragedies, job losses, elevated anxiety, confusion, inflation, supply chain issues, the list goes on. But through it all, our nominees persevered and gave faith and hope a whole lot of kindness to a whole lot of people. Life can be a roller coaster, but forcing our focus on the positive moments of life, whether it be volunteering for a cause, expanded families, or growth in a new business, can certainly help keep our mental health in check. The DoGood-er Awards started through a personal journey with my son, so I like to share a note of progress each year. My son Dylan Flannery is actually here. He said, "Mom, I'm gonna come over for a little bit because I would like to support you." I thought that was very sweet. Thank you, honey. So Dylan is our 2017 Second Chance Do-Gooder recipient. Not only is he on a continued path of sobriety, hitting his 8th year this past February, but his auto detailing business, yes. But his auto detailing business is thriving, and he won Locally Loved Detailer through the Be Local Love Awards. He made it into the top 5 for the best of the best, and hint, hint, he has an ad in your program, and voting for him for the Best of Frederick poll is 100% acceptable. Seeing all the support he has received in our community makes my heart very happy, and I'm extremely grateful for those blessings. All these great do-gooders we will share tonight are blessings as well. They have been nominated by their peers or local people in our community who have noticed their good deeds. So tonight, we will be honoring these individuals in 9 different categories and hear about their inspiring work, generous acts of kindness, and how they are impacting lives and the community with which we live. There might be a little laughter and possibly a few tears. And because of that, there are packs of tissues on each table. Have at them. You might need them. I'd like to direct your attention to our cool neon sign. This is the message to ingrain in your brains tonight and to pass along to others. Do good. In addition, there are a couple things to share at your tables. We have some fun picture props that you can use and likely have already, and we'd like to direct you to the wristbands that are also at the tables at your place setting. They indicate a message we'd like you all to take with you beyond tonight's event. By doing good, we do well. It is said, from personal tragedy and life experiences, some of the best things come to life. The inspiration behind the Do-Gooder Awards comes from a mother's love and my personal struggle of trying to find answers on how to turn my son's life of addiction around to a more positive, productive, and healthy lifestyle. Through research, it was discovered that doing good and putting the focus on others helps you get through crisis and chaos that sometimes can lead to depression, anxiety, and addiction. So in fact, doing good is actually good for our mental and our physical health. Further, praise and recognition also contributes to higher levels of self-esteem, life satisfaction, productivity, and an overall desire to continue doing good. These elements are seen among many of the good people right here in our Frederick community. They educate, empower, mentor, support, and share. Some have been doing good for decades. Others are just getting started. Since the inception of this event, some have expressed that sometimes people don't want to be recognized for the good things that they do. This is true. We recognize that. Most people don't set out to be recognized, but something amazing happens when you do. They feel great about themselves and want to continue doing good. Same goes for corporations or small businesses. Want more productivity? Recognize your people. We started a campaign last year on reasons to do good and why recognition is so important. All of these graphics are displayed on the tables tonight and were in the slideshow that you saw earlier. There truly is a method to our mission. But we want to thank Rebecca Sullivan on our committee for doing those. Thank you so much. Once again this year, we had our pre-party meet and greet with our nominees at the awesome Warehouse Cinemas. I shared an excerpt from a book written by one of my favorite motivational speakers, Simon Sinek. And it's important to share it again tonight with all of you. As it turns out, humans come equipped with a built-in chemistry set that gives us incentives to protect not just ourselves, but also others. 4 primary neurochemicals, endorphins, dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin, all essential to normal, healthy brain function, contribute to positive feelings of happiness, pride, joy, achievement, and fulfillment. And beyond just making us feel good when properly balanced, they ensure our long-term survival. You can train yourself to be more empathetic by paying attention to everyday gestures. Even small acts of kindness release a tiny shot of oxytocin, that feel-good helper's high. What's more, these little considerations for others have a building effect. The daily practice of putting the well-being of others first has a compounding and reciprocal effect in relationships, in friendships, in the way we treat our clients, our colleagues, and even strangers. And that, my friends, is proof that doing good is good for positive mental health. I get asked quite a bit how I came to start this event, and the reason is simple. Doing good and sharing kindness has been proven to change the brain, impact the heart, mind, and even the immune system. Doing good changes us, and it affects our mental health. It is an antidote to depression, improves your relationships, and has the power to contribute to lasting change in our societies and communities. If we are to see change in our country or our world, it is in our local communities where it needs to start. Wouldn't you agree? Yeah, 8th annual. Woo-hoo. So tonight is all about doing good. The past 8 years we have held this event have been amazing and inspiring, and it has grown year after year. The gracious feedback we receive has been extremely positive for the event, and we hope to keep the trend going for years to come. Each year when it comes time to start planning the event, our committee comes together to tackle the first objective, selecting the keynote speaker. Last year we had a nominee who wasn't able to attend the event, but made an impact on all of us. Her leadership and years of ministry made her a thoughtful speaker, and her service in our community has made her a noteworthy do-gooder. I'm especially excited that she actually gets to experience this night of inspiration this year. We agreed that our 2022 Nonprofit Do-Gooder Award nominee, Barbara Kirshner-Daniel, would get that job. Barbara, one sec. You can say it. I'll tell you when you can come up. We want to read about you. We want people to know all about you. Barbara was humbly honored to be chosen our keynote speaker, and she will no doubt share how the effects of doing good can change the lives of the people around us and in our communities in profound ways. Barbara Kirshner-Daniel retired in June of 2023 after 17 years of ministry with the Evangelical Reformed United Church of Christ and after 23 years of service to congregations in Pennsylvania. She graduated summa cum laude from Catawba College in Salisbury, North Carolina, and holds both Master of Divinity and Doctor of Ministry degrees from Lancaster, Pennsylvania Theological Seminary. Pastor Daniel has been awarded the Distinguished Alumna Award from Catawba College and served on many United Church of Christ boards as well as a trustee of Catawba College. She is recognized as a leader in the Frederick community for her efforts to advocate for social justice. She has lent her compassion and tireless desire for change to organizations such as the Frederick LGBTQ Center, the Religious Coalition for Emergency Human Needs, the Frederick Area Ministerial Association, and led the Frederick City School Supply Drive, which provided more than 2,000 students with needed school supplies in 2021. She is chaplain to Frederick's Junior Fire Company and active in Rotary Club International, having earned its prestigious Service Above Self Award in 2006. She received the Wertheimer Award from the Community Foundation in 2022. She's making me exhausted. Pastor Daniel and her husband, Reverend Kenneth Daniel, President and CEO of United Church Homes of Ohio, are the proud parents of 2 sons. We are honored to have her as our keynote speaker for the 8th annual Do-Gooder Awards event. So everyone, please welcome our keynote speaker, Pastor Barbara Kirshner-Daniel.
And now I know you know what happens if you miss the award ceremony. You get to do something else. So thank you. It's an honor to be here this evening. And I want to start by telling you a story about a do-gooder. Lillian Hoke fed our family for a year. She was one of those church ladies cooking up a storm for the church bazaar. This was in Pennsylvania, rolling out the dough for pot pie. She was one of those women, like in many of our nonprofits, the fire companies, our faith communities, who are always behind the scene and no one really recognizes them for all the work that they do. When Lillian reached the age of 80, she was having trouble standing, and she could not stand for hours doing that work at the church anymore. And she was just so sad because she couldn't figure out how else she might contribute to the life of the church. And I gave her some ideas, and as often happens with pastors, they don't like the idea the pastor gives you for what you would like them to do. But one day, soon after her 80th birthday, she said, "I can't do all that work at the church anymore, but I know there's something I can do. And I've been thinking and praying about this. And I would like to make a meal once a week for your family." She saw her pastor trying to manage and lead a large congregation, and our kids were in elementary school. I don't think she thought they were malnourished, but she certainly knew that I had no love of cooking. And this was her reasoning. She said, "I have to cook for my husband anyway. It won't take any more time to make food for 4 more people. So for almost a year, my job was to call Lillian and tell her what day I would like supper. And I'd arrive at 4 o'clock because they're older people, they eat at 5. And Lester would open the door and he would have his afternoon cigar in his mouth and he'd call Lillian and she would come out with her apron on, like the full apron, you remember the full apron on, and she would be carrying one of those flat boxes that sodas come in. And there would be our dinner in the box, and there was always some soup. So we actually got 2 meals from her. And I have to tell you that it was so hard for me to say yes to Lillian, because I was in a mode in my mind that I had to prove myself. You know, I could do it all, and I really couldn't. And Lillian saw that there was a need, and she saw that there were so many times where I would just say, oh, that's all right, I don't need anything. But Lillian said, this is something I can do. She taught me a really valuable lesson. For her, it was no big deal to add 4 more potatoes to the pot. But what she did for our family was huge. It was a gift of love. Our family felt noticed and cherished and cared for. She fed not only our bodies, but she fed our spirit. It was as if she had some kind of special sauce that she put in that food. And I could feel her love and her care with every bite. It was soul food. And when Lillian died, her family told me that making that meal for us gave her meaning and purpose. That it had been so hard for her as someone who had grown up at a farm and had spent so many years working in the home, in the garden, in church, to suddenly find themselves without a project. They told me that her outlook became so positive, thinking about what she could make for us that we had never eaten before. For Lillian, doing good was good for her. Doing good gave her life direction and joy and purpose. And as she grew older, doing good kept her active and it kept her engaged. And it could very well be that doing good, even in those last years of her life, enabled her to live rather well until her 90s. You know, researchers from the University of Buffalo have found a link to giving of your time to others with a lower risk of early death. The findings in their study show that subjects who provided tangible assistance to family or friends, like meals or a ride to the hospital or to take people out shopping, they reported that they had less stress, and that led to reduced mortality. There's other studies, and Carissa talked about this, that being able to give and to receive in unexpected ways can reduce your stress levels and elevate your mood. Because doing good, we heard, right, releases all those good hormones. And it helps us to stay connected with people. And I think these days when we're spending so much of our time isolated and we're having so much difficulty coming out of COVID, to do some of these little things for one another really does help us make those connections and break out of some of our isolation. I really appreciate the work that Carissa and the team have been doing to bring this evening together and recognizing that there are so many different ways that people give. You know, there's lots of events in our community where we are honoring people for financial giving, and that's important. We need money for these organizations, but there's not many places where we shine the light on someone who didn't know that anybody noticed what they were doing. And all of you who have been nominated tonight, it's an incredible list of ways in which this community has been impacted. And some of you, I know, I talked to you, you were just so surprised that anyone noticed. But this evening gives a chance for the light to be shown on those of you, all of us here, that doing good can make a ripple effect in a community that can not only change our lives by giving, but transforms the lives of others and the community. To me, tonight is like a pep talk and a pep rally. And I hope by the end of the evening that all of us have thought of another dozen ways that we can do good, how we can make a difference. And the recognition is really appreciated, I know, for all of you. But doing good is good for our health, our souls. Thinking and caring for others will transform our lives. It will make us better people, and it will create an even healthier community in which we live. Tonight, we're going to hear these amazing stories of amazing things that amazing people have done. Because someone in this room took the time to care. Someone took the time to teach someone a new skill. Someone looked at someone and said, don't focus on what you can't do, but focus what you can do. That's what I learned from Lillian. She refused to focus on what she couldn't do anymore. She wanted to find out what she could do. And each of us has that opportunity. It's as simple as writing a card, sharing clothing, making a meal. Every one of us, all ages, all abilities, all kind of interests, all kind of gifts, every one of us can do something to bring kindness and hope and peace and love to the world. So friends, let's get out there and do some more good. Thank you.
I think one of the things that motivates me to do good in the community is what others have done for me. My parents are my heroes. They've always gave us the best. Everything they did was with us in mind. I've had the blessing of having many teachers and professors throughout my life that went the extra mile to create opportunities for us to experience things that otherwise we wouldn't have been able to.
I really believe that my passion is to give back. I've had a lot of different types of losses in my life, and I found that giving back helps me to overcome that.
At times I've been fortunate in my life, and when I am, I like to have the ability to give back. I like to see others do well. I feel like as a community, we're all in this together. There is no selfish part of community. There's no individualism in that. I think that, like I said, to see others do well is to see yourself do well. We're all in this together. It's all one community.
I think that it's just important to do good because we need good in the world to counteract the bad. And I'm in a position that I'm able to do good, so that's what I want to do.
What motivates me to do good in the community would probably be my mom, because she's always out in the community, always helping others. She's just such a good role model for me and for other girls around my community. And I love seeing everything that she does and the impact she's made on other people's lives. And it just motivates me to do better and to try and help my community the same way that I know she has.
Doing good changes you by making the focus not on yourself anymore. You're focused on other people, and that's just such a healthy way to look at life and a healthy way to live life. Other people and other causes and other things in the world are so much more important than I am. And if I can help those causes, then that's a good thing.
It makes me feel inspired, and it's really changed my perspective on life as well. Being able to talk to different communities or like different organizations or groups of people has allowed me to step into like another person's shoes and see where they're coming from, and it gives me a bigger outlook on life.
I feel like I'm doing what God has intended for me to do, and doing good has really inspired me to take those moments where I had self-doubt, where I had those moments of challenge, where I stopped believing that there was a purpose. It was at that point that I feel that God really turned my life around, by giving me what I never expected would ever happen to me, and the experiences that I went through. And that right there is why I do what I do and how I feel about giving back.
I think it just makes me feel better about myself. Each year, people ask me why we do the things we do. And I say we because my husband does most of the things that I do with me. It just makes us feel better about ourselves. You know, I post a lot of things on Facebook, and I go back to my memories years and years in past. And, you know, they always say, you know, I had a great night at the food bank tonight, or I had a great day volunteering at the museum today. And it just makes you feel good when you do things for other people. And I don't think people who don't volunteer understand how it feels when you do volunteer.
You know, I did it in the beginning. I started off by doing this just because it made me feel good. My whole life, I went without a purpose. I was lost. This has given me a purpose.
One moment that really sticks with me is also about my job, and just times where I get to know, especially a mentee who maybe is really looking for the support and connection and care that woman-to-woman mentoring is known for, and just the relief and excitement that they express of that, you know, this program is here for them and is free for them in their community, and is going to really help them make the changes that they want, grow and learn and connect in the community. And just their excitement about it just feels so good every time that, you know, they found this program that's here just for them, and really going to help them do the things that they want to do for their futures.
I'm very heavily involved with Special Olympics, and any event that I can get to, I try to bring just one more person with me. I have a sister with Down syndrome, so Special Olympics has been near and dear to my heart for a very long time. And it's most impactful when you bring a new person into that world and you showcase the abilities of those individuals, and then they ask you, when's the next event? What can I do next? Or how do I get more involved? And that just that's what is most impactful.
No matter what is going on in your life, if you give back to other people, I promise you, no matter what you do, anything, I promise it'll come back tenfold to you.
Get involved. What you're looking at doing is giving of yourself to a part that's bigger than you. And as you reach out and share yourself with other people, then it helps the community grow stronger.
Just help out as much as you can in the community and see if somebody needs some help doing something. You know, just give back. I mean, I know a lot of people just don't have everything that they want to give, but every little bit helps.
Everything that you put out into this world, if you put out positive thoughts, if you have positive vibe, positive feelings, positivity, put that into the world. Think positive, feel positive, be positive, and I can promise you, positive will always come back.
One of the most important things that I see us in doing good is the example we leave for those near us. We can tell everyone you have to do good, you have to help others, it's important to give back. But if you yourself are not doing it, your children, your neighbors, those around you will just listen to your words and be like a cymbal that just resounds with no key note to give. Whereas you can say very little, but they see you trying to help others, trying to help the homeless, trying to help the children, trying to help immigrants, trying to help the people at your church, trying to help pretty much anyone that you can help to the best of your ability. And I think that's impactful because they'll follow your footsteps and not necessarily what you have to say.
Everyone has a talent. Everyone has an ability. And if they just go out there in the community and find something that they love or they want to see change instead of complaining, do something. Be a doer. Get out there and do great things because we're all capable. Don't just write a check for a charity. Get out there and do the work because that will give you more than writing any amount of money on that check will. Do something.
Sorry, malfunction. So every year, the nominee interview video gets me so excited and inspired. These people are faithful givers, and just like Barbara, have tremendous heart and compassion for others. And hearts of kindness are what the world needs. This year brought us a fine group of nominees. Many of these individuals understand the importance of giving back and how impactful it is in our communities, and how it impacts their own lives. We are truly lucky to have so many wonderful people making a difference here in Frederick, and getting to highlight them year after year is truly a blessing. In fact, if you know someone in the community that you feel should be recognized, I want you to consider them for next year. We even have a box located on your way out, and I know Amber already put someone in there, that you can stop and share an idea. Just put their name, your name, and contact info, and we will be sure to contact you next year to remind you to get that in play. We want to make sure that all those doing good get highlighted and recognized for all they do. Just to let you know, tonight isn't necessarily about the awards. It's about a disease. And I'm not talking about COVID. It's about the disease of doing good. And this is one you absolutely can go out there and spread all over the place. It's contagious. So make sure you do that when you leave, when you enter back into your day-to-day tomorrow. Tonight is more about giving all of us the ability to walk out of here this evening feeling inspired to do better, inspired to do good. And this world needs more of that. Before we get started with the awards, I have a few things to take care of, but first, wasn't Barbara Kirshner Daniel amazing? We are truly lucky to have Barbara in the Frederick community, not to mention her giving heart, and her story about Lillian was awesome. We love it that there are so many do-gooders that we all know. Thank you so much, Barbara, for all you have done to impact lives in our community. You are truly a gift, and speaking of gifts, as a token of appreciation, we'd like to present you with a bag or two of goodies. So please welcome Barbara back to the stage. Almost $1,000. Each of our awards tonight are sponsored by a local company or organization, and we give them the opportunity to present the award to the recipients. We would like to acknowledge our award sponsors, Key 103 Radio, Conjo Studios and Conrad, Berman, Sobin, and Gross, TGP Gives, Platoon Veteran Services Center, Miles and Stockbridge, BMC Services, Peterson's Carpet and Flooring, and VCRE.co, Verita, Commercial Real Estate. But we like Veritas. Thank you to each of you for your support and generosity. Tonight's event could not be possible without the many corporate sponsors who have supported us. We'd like to give all of them a huge thank you and round of applause. Wowee. This one is a doozy. Once again, we branded our Do Goodie bags that each nominee will take home tonight, and it is crazy huge and our biggest one yet. Inside are gift cards, offers, and goodies to take advantage of as a thank you for all of your good deeds, with a value of just under $1,000. The giveaway bag is worth over $1,000. You will be eating, washing your car, looking good, drinking coffee, and entertaining yourself a lot in the near future, it seems. Special thanks to all the businesses who contributed. Wow. Our Do Goodie bag is such a hit that during 2020, when we were virtual, we decided to start giving one away as a door prize at the end of the ceremony. This year, the giveaway bag is valued over $1,000 because one of our committee members, Kim Starks from Mortgage Right, sweetened the prize by adding an additional $100 Amazon gift card in honor of her son, Trey Starks. Trey was a bright young 21-year-old, the oldest of his mother's 5 boys. He struggled with addiction for years, and ultimately his life was lost by drowning while he was intoxicated. Since then, Kim gives back whenever she can and keeps her son alive through doing good, a true test to how doing good helps us do well. Thank you, Kim, who couldn't be here tonight, for your generous gift. But in order to win these goodies, you got to stay with us to the end. And speaking of committee, sorry guys, it's a lot of words and I'm gonna have to have water. The folks on the Do-Gooder Committee are not just a committee, but more like a team. And let's talk about some teamwork. Why does it matter? Here's 10 reasons why. Teamwork makes the impossible possible. Shared enthusiasm energizes everyone. When a collection of minds and hearts works together, great things happen. It's good to know a helping hand is always in reach. None of us is as smart as all of us. There is strength in numbers. Teamwork divides the task and doubles the success. Individually, we are special. Together, we are spectacular. A dynamic team is unstoppable. Together, everyone achieves more. The Do-Gooder Awards is blessed with a really great team. Some have been here since the beginning, some off and on, some brand new. Over the summer, I brought a little fun to most of them with a surprise day trip and gifts. We visited the University of Maryland campus, my alma mater, and the new Do Good Institute for a fun photo shoot with the Do Good sign that stands there in front of the building. I'd like to thank the many committee members who contribute ideas, inspiration, time, and labor to put this event together. It cannot be done without you. That's right. They already got their t-shirts and hats that you see in the photos, but I'd like each of them to come up on stage for a picture, then grab a bag. And this year, to make it easy, they are all pink for breast cancer awareness. Cheryl Haynes, Michelle Rankin, Kim Trishman, Rebecca Sullivan, Melissa LeClaire, Dee Dee Fowler, Bill Iser, and Conrad Weaver. Please come forward. And Kim Starks is not here with us tonight. And Charlie, can you snap a picture? Right. So I do have to single out Conrad Weaver of Conjo Studios. He is extremely busy with his latest documentary films and his podcast, but he has continued to bring this event to life year after year. Each year he's done the production of the interviews, the inspiring video you saw earlier, the presentation you see above, and videotapes the entire event, and we are so grateful for his work. Additionally, Bill Iser and Weiser Productions handle our sound, lighting, and the flow of the presentation and keep me in check with gadgets and the script that I read. Plus, our fun photo booth is a hit. Thank you so much, Billy, for your expertise, friendship, kindness, and do-gooderness. Big thanks as well to Charles Beadle, our photographer. Yeah. For capturing the evening for the second year in a row. He had so much fun last year, he had to do it again. If you need some headshots, he's your guy. Kudos to Cheryl Haynes for handling the decor and venue and catering coordinating, Michelle Rankin for poster hanging, gift buying, card making, and more, Kim T for assisting with judging, pickups, and check-in tonight. Our wizard behind the curtain, Melissa LeClaire, will be handing off awards this evening. She is a wizard. Our newcomer, Dee Dee Fowler, helped promote for nominations, do goodie bag sponsors, and handles all of our social media. You will be hearing about Brunswick a lot tonight. And last but not least, Rebecca Sullivan of Sky Design, who puts together our beautiful graphic pieces, sometimes at the last minute, to allow Valley Graphics and Imagination Center to bring them to life. And she brought to life our vision with the Do Good recognition campaign you saw earlier. Beautiful job, Rebecca. And all of you. Thank you all so much for all you do and the teamwork you give. You are all true do-gooders. We'd also like to thank our wonderful judges. We have all of them here but two, I think. Hopefully they're all here. Please stand at your seats to be recognized. Russ Hodge, Guy Fletcher, Dina Carroll, Michelle Kaur, and unfortunately Leanne DeLauder and Tony Chiquilla could not be with us tonight. You nominees did not make their jobs very easy. And I said round of applause, but you guys did it already, so there you go. Additionally, we are thrilled to have so many people here with us tonight to celebrate these wonderful nominees and the importance of doing good. So give yourselves a round of applause. We are so grateful to all of you, and so are our beneficiaries. Proceeds from the event are going to I Believe in Me Incorporated to provide mentorship, education, and resources to youth in our county, and Camp Jamie of Frederick Health Hospice that provides grief counseling and camps for school-aged children. But let's hear it from them.
So our mission is to positively impact the well-being of everyone in our community who's been affected by serious illness, grief, and loss. So it's a kind of a broad statement, which works to our advantage because we do some unusual things as compared to other hospices. One of the earliest ventures into that was Camp Jamie, which is actually in its 32nd year. Camp Jamie was the brainchild of one of our former board members, Dr. Dana Cable, who was a professor at Hood College. Dana wanted to find a way to help children overcome their grief and provide them with techniques and strategies to deal with that. So now we have a camp in the spring that is for grades 1 through 8. It's an overnight camp. It's the original camp. And then 6 months later in September, we hold our one-day camp. And we went in the direction of a one-day camp because kids sometimes have that separation anxiety. They don't want to leave their parents, or their parents don't want to leave the kids after a loss in the family. So the day camp allows us to bring the kids in, and it's more of a family camp. The kids spend the day at camp, then at the end of the day, the parents meet, and they have some sessions together, which is really remarkable to watch. The interaction with the kids there and the awareness that you can see the light bulbs turn on and realize that the parents are going through a lot of grief too, and the kids had no idea because the parents are trying to be strong for the kids the whole time. What really is most important to us is funding. We're constantly looking for funding sources. And we are a bit blessed that we have a very generous community in Frederick County, and if you have a good idea and you're doing good work, they tend to respond. So we're blessed that way. But that continues to be a focus of ours, to work diligently to find the money to keep all these programs going. And secondly, volunteers. As I mentioned, for Camp Jamie, it's important to have volunteers that are willing to spend the weekend with a camper so that you can sort of guide them through some of those experiences. And it's as rewarding for the campers as it is for the volunteers, I can tell you. I'd just like to take this opportunity to give a sincere thank you to everyone in the room, everyone who's contributing and participating in this program. The money that is being collected through this event is going to go a long way to helping many, many kids in need. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of our heart.
Oftentimes, what some view as an error or mistake, myself sees as a gift. I made some poor choices in my life, some bad decisions. But this community of do-gooders has found a way to believe in me, to give me a second chance to rewrite my story. And in that story, we're able to help impact others, provide light in the midst of so much darkness. At I Believe in Me, Inc., we pick up from 17 different Frederick County public schools every day. We understand mom is at work, but the young man or woman needs extra supports. He needs help with his homework. He needs a banana, an apple, a sandwich, nutritional support. He needs love. He needs guidance. At our organization, what we do is we provide those essentials, meeting students directly where they are, no barriers, trying to eliminate challenges and obstacles so they can be successful. Our mission is to inspire and challenge youth through mental, physical and social activities, fostering respect for themselves and the world around them. One way that you can help support our mission is your time. Oftentimes we think money is the remedy to success. These youth need people to step in the gap. The hardest part about being a mentor is showing up. So if you could donate some time to come in and read to a student, come in and take a student out to dinner and work on financial literacy on how we pay for that meal, coming in to work on spelling or math with a student. But as you know, to be sustainable, it does require funds. So if you would like to make a donation, you can reach out to us at www.ibelieveinme.com or reach out to me directly at aj@ibelieveinme.com. In our world today, it's so easy to do bad. We see things, we hear things, but you people sitting in your seat tonight, you find a way to continue to do good. We from I Believe in Me, from our mentees, from our board of directors, we thank you. As beneficiaries of this amazing yearly event, this gives us an opportunity to continue to deal the hope that we deal at I Believe in Me. So from the bottom of our hearts, we say thanks.
I Believe in Me Incorporated inspires and challenges youth through physical, mental, and social activities that foster self-respect and respect for the world around them. Executive Director and 2018 Second Chance DoGood-er recipient Ajay Hill is with us tonight. Camp Jamie is a special opportunity for grieving children, teens, and families to come together to talk about their feelings related to the death of someone special and learn coping skills for dealing with those feelings. Executive Director Carlos Graverin, as well as other representatives, are with us tonight. Your attendance this evening and contributions will benefit these two fine organizations. If anyone here this evening would like to extend an additional donation to help support these organizations, we now have an easy way to do that. Please note the sign and QR codes on your tables and in your program on page 15. They're on our photo props and up on our screen. Scan the code and give what you can. And to extend the mission of doing good around town, we now have merch, earrings, and other things that we have over there. Hoping you saw some of the samples and you will help us help our beneficiaries each year with some do good gear. Spread the message of do-gooderness everywhere you go. It's evident the world needs it. Round of applause for both of these worthwhile organizations serving the youth in our community. And we would also like to give a round of applause to our hosts, the ARC of Frederick County. They serve developmentally disabled adults, and your tables were set up and meal was served by them this evening. I'd also like to take a minute and recognize past nominees or award recipients who are with us tonight. Please stand at your seats. Once again, Jeremy Schultes, Ajay Hill, Sean Nicholson, Michelle Mills, Julie Castleman, Julie Gaver, Kelsey Kephart, Jean-Louis Lepage, Officer First Class Maggie Lee, Ana Mejia, the reigning Miss Maryland's teen, Miss Rachel Spencer, Tanya Haddisy Steer, Dee Dee Fowler, and my son Dylan Flannery popped in for support. And of course, our keynote, Barbara Kirshner Daniel. And just a note, Jeremy, Rachel, and Ajay are past keynote speakers as well. And thank you all so much for coming back. It makes my heart so happy when people are nominees or past winners and they come back to the event. So keep coming back. We love it. You're do-gooders. You got to be here. Now, if you open your programs, there's an index card with an act of kindness or way of doing good. In carrying out our theme, it is our hope that you will take these home and complete these acts of do-gooderness between now and the end of the year. And when you do, if you can remember, please post on your Facebook page and tag Do-Gooder Awards with your results or a picture or whatever you like to represent its completion. We hope to carry the message of doing good way beyond this evening's event. I'd like to also direct your attention to page 7 of the program. Due to the fact that our message is about doing good and paying it forward, it is only fitting that we continue to add one of our giving keys to the program. This organization exists to transition folks out of homelessness. We customize our keys with the message, do good, and each nominee will go home with one tonight. It's in your do-goodie bag, okay? Feel free to wear it, embrace it, and pay it forward by passing it on as you see fit. If anyone else would like a do-good key, we have a small number of them. Please send an email after the event to purchase one. All of our award recipients will receive one of our beautiful awards and the book, The Healing Power of Doing Good, which reaffirms and explains that when we care for others, we care for ourselves. It is highlighted on page 7 how you can obtain a copy, and excerpts are on page 10 of your program. And a message for our nominees and everyone out there: we are of the mindset that you all are winners for engaging in the unselfish acts of kindness, volunteerism, and do-gooderness that you have displayed. However, in each category, there will be one award recipient. You each will go home with something you can display proudly. We also have no rule in place that you cannot be nominated again. After the event tonight, nominees are asked to come directly to the stage with your awards or certificates and your do-goodie bags for group photographs or individuals with our photographer. And for the rest of you, an important note: the bar will remain open until 9 p.m. So get your drinks. All right, oh my goodness. Now on to the awards. We have 9 categories of awards tonight, and we are doing some things a little bit differently. We have only 3 categories that are uncontested. For all categories, we will announce your name, and you will stand at your seats as we acknowledge you. Then you may sit back down while we share info about each individual and your amazing works of do-gooderness. We will announce our award sponsor representatives to then present the awards that were chosen by our judges. Award recipient will come to the stage to collect their award and give brief remarks, pose for a picture, and return to your seat. Certificate recipients can sit still, and we will have your bag brought to you, to your table, by one of our awesome committee members. Please note, the judges have the discretion to move individuals to different categories through the judging process. All of our nominees are phenomenal, so each of them will be going home with something tonight that they can proudly display. And once again, at the end of tonight's festivities, all nominees come to the stage with your awards and your bags for photos. Our first category for award tonight is our Youth Do-Gooder. This individual is a younger hero under 18 who has provided acts of kindness, volunteer hours for numerous causes and groups within our community, or through innovation and invention has served the people in the community. Their tireless efforts help these causes provide for others. They give back to their local community without compensation and help to improve lives. We have 2 nominees in this category: Miss Elena Bowie and Miss Alicia Bora. Please stand to be recognized. Nominee Elena Bowie is 16 years old and attends Urbana High School. This young lady is somewhat the innovator. While giving back at the Urbana Food Bank, where she has served over 230 hours, she saw a need and created a pet pantry project, helping families who were struggling to feed their pets. She sought donations in the local community to the tune of over 3,000 items to help an estimated over 250 pets. In addition, addition, she has created and facilitated pet safety workshops to help families with their pets and to help Girl Scout troops earn their pet safety badge. The word got out and she started helping troops across the country and through a similar organization in Canada called Girl Guides. Through all this, she is working towards her Girl Scout Gold Award, which is given to only 5% of Girl Scouts annually. Elena also founded the Helping Hawks tutoring and mentoring program in Urbana Middle, recruiting volunteers, scheduling, facilitating sessions, and collecting data to show impact. Its success has brought about plans to expand it to other schools. She is also part of the stage crew for the Distinguished Young Women's Scholarship Program, where she initiated Stop the Stigma, period, and collects and organizes women's hygiene products to share with local shelters. One of her nominators, Erin Stolman, says Elena is motivated to make an impact in her community and, most importantly, providing support to people in need. She has a caring and compassionate heart and excited to see how many more lives she will impact. Another supporter, the late Joe Osby, shares, Elena truly represents the values behind this award. She is a doer, and when she sets her mind to something, she does it with determination and a smile. Elena Bowie. Nominee Alicia Bora is 17 years old with a recent birthday. Happy birthday, Alicia. Woo-hoo! And a student at Governor Thomas Johnson High School. Alicia's selfless service has her doing things like collecting over 500 assembled kits for the homeless to help them through winter, or being a student ambassador for First Bloom, the young girls' version of Souls of Love, and leading, mentoring, guiding, and organizing events for the younger girls. Last year, Alicia led a group of students through the All of Her Teachers as a student visionary to support the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, where their efforts led to collecting more than $30,000 in funds towards the cause. She also stepped up at school to serve as student member of the board, or SMOB, I think they call it, and representing her school through Frederick County Public Schools, president-elect for Future Business Leaders of America Club, and she was chosen as the Hobie recipient from Maryland, providing leadership in helping young people make positive impacts in their community. One of her nominators, Lauren Embry writes, Alicia demonstrates pure integrity and determination, qualities that can be rare at such a young age. She is a brilliant example of what a powerful force a young lady can be in the world. The world is a better place with Alicia in it. Alicia Bora. And for the purposes of presentation, please welcome to the stage from Peterson's Carpet and Flooring and a recipient of an award last year, Ms. Gail Peterson.
Oh, I can read it. Right. Thank you for the glasses, but I can read it. Ladies, congratulations. This is certainly not what I was doing when I was 16. The 2023 Youth Do-Gooder Award recipient goes to Elena Bowie. Elena, please make your way to the stage. Keep talking. The deciding factor was your innovation in creating programs that are continuing today. And your giving heart in all that you do sets a great example for all young people to emulate. Congratulations.
Oh, speech. Hello. Oh, okay.
I'll hold that for you. It's heavy, sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay.
I just want to say thank you for the DoGood-er organization for selecting me, and I'm very honored and blessed to be here with all of you wonderful nominees. You're all very talented. I'm grateful to be up here. And I want to say thank you to my parents, my advisors, my school, and the volunteers who helped me along the way to get where I am here today. So, thank you.
Our next award is our Education Do-Gooder. This is an individual who works as an administrator, teacher, public or private, coach, secretary, school bus driver, school board, or speaker in the Frederick community who has impacted students or classrooms to improve education in our community. These are individuals who have gone above and beyond to move people forward in their lives by providing necessary skills and concepts to achieve greatness. We have one nominee in this category, Ms. Damaris Pontiano Jackson. Please stand to be recognized. Damaris, you can stand. Oh, there you go. Yay. Damaris Pontiano Jackson has been described as generous to a fault with her time and talent. She is a teacher at Frederick Community College and heads up the STEM program through Centro Hispano de Frederick. She supports and encourages at-risk Latino youth, and her mission is to help them learn and get ahead without ever expecting anything in return. Damaris created Metas STEM, which provides opportunities for children aged 2 through high school to learn about STEM and STEAM topics. Through Centro Hispano, she founded Exito STEAM Summer Program and provides learning in the areas of science, reading, and life skills for children. She works with local businesses to create an Act-On Children's Business Fair held on Carroll Creek, where children learn to become business owners, obtaining vital skills like formulating a business through different models, marketing, advertising, budgeting, and they get to sell their own created products. She goes above and beyond to educate, empower, and uplift the underserved youth in our community, mostly paying for things out of pocket. She helps students build trusting relationships with law enforcement, fire and rescue, the medical field, and other agencies so they can become productive members of society. When she sees a need, she finds the resources to help and tutors those who fall behind. One of her nominators, Alejandra Sierra, writes, Ms. Damaris has instilled in us the values of respect, of kindness, and of self-love, and she has done so by leading as an example. She instilled in us respect for everyone, regardless of age, gender, or race. She has created in me a passion to become a leader. Damaris Pontiano Jackson. And for purposes of presentation, please welcome our 2017 Military Do-Gooder recipient, former keynote and principal attorney at Miles and Stockbridge, Mr. Jeremy Schultes.
Good evening, do-gooders. Yeah. On behalf of Miles and Stockbridge, I'm just honored to be here this evening and to present this award. It is exciting every year. My mom is a teacher, my mother-in-law is a teacher, my wife is a teacher, my daughter's going to college to be a teacher, and I know one thing for certain that I've seen in these women in my lives, and it's that they just open doors to all of our children, right? Their hearts are overflowing with love to give our children the best shot at growing and entering into the community. So it's my privilege to be able to do the Education Award. The 2023 Education Do-Gooder Award recipient goes to, I'm gonna slaughter this here, Damaris Pontiano Jackson. Damaris, come on down!
Keep reading.
Come on, right here. We're all going to look at you as I read.
Thank you.
Your relentless support, encouragement, passion, and heart are felt by every child you have impacted inside and outside of your classrooms. Your unwavering support of the Latino community is immensely appreciated. Congratulations and thank you for all that you do to make such a difference.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations. All right, and we're gonna get a good pick over there, right?
Well, thank you, everybody. I certainly did not expect it. Thinking about this program that I didn't know anything until recently, I was thinking, well, what really keeps me going? And the first of all is my faith. And the pastor can correct me if I'm quoting this wrong, but Matthew 5:16 says, "Let your light shine so that your good things will be seen by others and glorify your Father in heaven." And that's my self-fulfillment, but my reward would be to see the kids that I've helped successful, having a better future. And I started thinking about the very first person that I helped, and that was my youngest sister. She's 26 now, and she holds a master's degree in STEM bilingual education in Pasadena. And she was the very first kid I ever mentored. And I'm like, okay, I'm rewarded. The second person that I've helped is my oldest daughter, and she's here with me today. So Angie, if you can stand up. And the reason why I say this is because I have 3 kids, and they're the power behind me. Without them, I wouldn't be able to do the things that I do, because where I go, they go, and where I help with, they help with. So thank you, guys. God bless you.
She's so adorable. Our next award tonight is the Public Service Do-Gooder. These are individuals serving our community in a public service position who go above and beyond through service, invention, or innovation and impact the lives of others through other work. Public service jobs include elected officials, law enforcement, social services, fire and rescue, public transportation, postal service, or environmental work, or in some cases, filling needs not otherwise available. We have one nominee in this category as well. Please stand to be recognized, Deputy First Class Amber Owens. Amber Owens, honey, you can sit down. I'll be a little while. You might get tired. Amber Owens, plain and simple, has a passion for Special Olympics and those with intellectual disabilities. For nearly her whole career, she has been involved in planning and executing events plus fundraising for the Special Olympics organization in the state of Maryland. She has been a champion and cheerleader for these individuals, giving them the encouragement they need and celebrating their wins. She is the Assistant Director of the Council for the Law Enforcement Torch Run, dives and raises funds for the organization's Polar Bear Plunge and Super Plunge events, and with wit and humor, she entertains those around her. Amber represented the state of Maryland in Berlin, Germany, in the Special Olympics World Games as the final leg runner and helped to spread the message of inclusion and acceptance of the developmentally disabled around the globe. Additionally, she finds the time to coach girls aged 7 to 9 and is involved in the Elks Lodge and participates in Shop with a Cop programs through the Optimist Club. One of her nominators, Officer First Class Maggie Lee, has said, Amber is the antithesis of what service to the community should be, and has been described as life-changing, encouraging, and reassuring by those she has supported. She serves as an anchor of ability for so many. Deputy First Class Amber Owens. For purposes of presentation, please welcome to the stage from the law offices of Berman, Sobin, and Gross, the lovely Ms. Allison Bloom.
Good evening, everyone. We're so happy to be here. Last year we were here, and I would say less than 24 hours after we left, our office, specifically Amanda, coordinated 5 events that we could do for the holiday season because we were so inspired by being here today. And I have a feeling our office is going to do the same this year. We're really honored at Berman, Sobin, Gross to represent people who get hurt at work, namely our public safety officers who get hurt while doing good things. So it's our honor and privilege to represent this award to Amber Owens.
Yeah, read the script.
Okay. The 2023 Public Service Do-Gooder Award recipient goes to Deputy First Class Amber Owens. Please make your way up here. It's nice to see you. Congratulations. Thank you. You are a champion and advocate for those with intellectual disabilities. You go above and beyond to give them a better life. And for that, we recognize your tremendous efforts. Congratulations, and thank you for everything that you do.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Thank you. I'm highly allergic to latex, so I'm going to stay away from the balloons. Everybody can hear me. I'm loud. I want to congratulate all the nominees. It was a huge honor just to be nominated this evening. We all strive to do such positive things in the community, and regardless of whether I won this award or not, I was just greatly honored. I want to give thanks to my supervisor, Sergeant Kevin Britt, who's here today. One of my Special Olympics athletes who drove 2 hours to be with me. She was my, Stacy Hall, can you stand up? Stacy Hall was my athlete, ride or die in Berlin, Germany. She made the trip with my wife and I, who I thank so much for being supportive for me because, again, like so many people, you know, where I go, she goes, and where I do community service, it's like, well, weekend community service. Love you for that, but I just want to thank my friends in the back as well, Amber and Stacy, for being my family, away from my family. So many members in the community, thank you so much for the opportunity. The students, I'm a school resource officer, so it's great to know that I can nominate students in our schools. I'm at TJ High. Congratulations. Urbana as well, congratulations. But yeah, so thank you very much for the award. I greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, Amber, I tell Jeff that too. You know, where I go, you go. Oh, so funny. And now he's my husband, and he has to. Just kidding, honey, I love you. All right, next up is our Military Do-Gooder category. This award is for an individual serving or who has served in a branch of military, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, or Reserves, who has gone above and beyond the call of duty to impact the lives of others within the community. These individuals can be active military, or retired, and special consideration is given to civilians with tremendous service to the military community. We have 2 nominees in this category, Kelly Hartzell, who is not with us tonight, and Nicholas Walker. Nicholas, please stand to be recognized. Nominee Kelly Hartzell is a veteran navigator for Platoon 22 and a military spouse of an Air Force veteran. Because of her experiences, she is able to build rapport quickly, identify barriers, and create transitional plans to guarantee success for most veterans she comes in contact with. She also manages daily operations at the Platoon Veteran Services Center, assisting the needs of an average of 300 veterans each month. Kelly has a deep-seated passion for helping our military who have served our nation, and she's been an advocate for them for more than 20 years. She actively participates in programs and events through Platoon 22 that serve our military and advocates for our veterans for resources through charitable programs, businesses, and other community entities. Kelly is a warrior herself, currently battling the disease of breast cancer, and is not present tonight due to her current treatment and surgery schedule. One of her nominators shares, Kelly's passion for helping veterans is immediately evident when you meet her and makes all the difference in building trust and rapport with those who come to us for resources. Kelly Hartzell. Nominee Nicholas Walker is the owner of We Help You Move and is a retired Air Force veteran. His passion for servicemen and women who suffer from PTSD is immeasurable. Nicholas created a charitable organization called Pulling for Veterans that provides education and resources for veterans and their families suffering from PTSD. He provides enclosed travel trailers that are rolling billboards that educate the public but also honor a veteran who has lost their battle with PTSD. These trailers have been seen at events, in parades, and around town. In fact, he won a grand prize in the Brunswick Veterans Day Parade for pulling a trailer on PTSD awareness with his bare hands. This was to represent the burden that veterans carry every single day. He has organized, sorted, and delivered free clothing to help 10,600 individuals in our community through his nonprofit, and gives free furniture to veterans transitioning from homeless to housing. But outside of what he does for the PTSD and veterans community, Nicholas Walker is a tireless advocate for many charities. He was a member of the board for the Patty Pilatos Fund for 14 years and a partner with the Alzheimer's Association for 25 years. He also volunteered for years with setup, breakdown, and logistics for both organizations for events they held. He has provided trucks and manpower for years for Christmas Cash for Kids, too, as a hands-on volunteer. One of his nominators, Michelle Payton, says, Nicholas always puts others first. He is the most unselfish person I have ever met, and I am proud to call him my friend. He is the person everyone knows they can depend on. He is amazing. Nicholas Walker. For purposes of presentation, please welcome to the stage from the Platoon Veteran Services Center, Ms. Shay Yemeris.
Hi, I'm a little nervous. So I am very honored to be here representing Platoon and VSC, and our mission is to help reintroduce veterans into the community and get them reconnected. So the 2023 Military Do-Gooder Award recipient goes to Nicholas Walker. Please make your way to the stage. You can come to the stage. Make your way. This way. Okay. Your tireless efforts to support veterans suffering with PTSD and anyone in need is astounding. On behalf of all veterans, we thank you for all you have done to honor them and make their lives easier. Congratulations.
few words and keep it brief. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Come on, you got more to say.
Man, a few words.
You got more to say.
Many actions. I'd like to thank those who nominated me. I'd like to thank my entire staff, all the volunteers. It's hard to talk about veterans with PTSD because people just think it's a thing, get over it. We lost 7,000 in combat from 9/11 till now. Over 31,000 at home to suicide. So the trailers that we're building will be named after a soldier who lost his battle to PTSD. And like Father U-Haul, to bring him up, he was a World War II Navy veteran. He used to put little trailers in service stations. We're doing the same thing with our trailers in veteran-owned companies across the nation in 1,500 locations. If we don't put a face on this, nobody really takes it seriously. So if you have a chance, go to pullingforveterans.org and check us out. And on the 12th of November, we'll be looking for volunteers down in D.C. I'll also be pulling another trailer through the streets of Constitution Avenue for the first annual Veterans Day Parade. So come out and join us. Go to pullingforveterans.org and get involved.
Everybody moves my microphone up here. Our next award is the Business Do-Gooder Award. This individual is one who has made an impact on the success of a Frederick business or used his or her business for good in the community through service, invention, or innovation. These people go above and beyond their given job descriptions to impact the lives of others and sustainability of business and service in the Frederick community. We have two nominees in this category, Stacy Allwine and Joshua Ruby. Both are with us tonight. Please stand at your seats to be recognized. And now you can sit back down. Okay. Stacy Allwine has been in real estate more than 15 years and currently serves as a member of the Allwine team at Real Brokerage. In her spare time, she serves as the vice president of the board for the Phoenix Recovery Foundation of Maryland, which runs the Phoenix Recovery School. As a die-hard volunteer for this organization, she mobilizes other volunteers, fosters communications, and collaborates with businesses or entities, and organizes minute details, and invests her time into several projects and events that serve the Phoenix Recovery Academy. Due to the personal losses of those struggling with substance abuse, she is now a mentor and passionate advocate for youth who are suffering from addiction. Stacy recently lost her spouse and partner in life and love to cancer, and in his honor has created a nonprofit, Be Like Bob, Inc., to support causes that were important and loved by her husband, Bob Allwine. She supported and raised thousands for Alzheimer's Association walks, Toys for Tots, Team Hope for breast cancer, Mental Health Association, and more. Her do-gooderness has been recognized in the past, and she has been honored as Frederick's Most Resilient Woman, FCAR, Frederick County Association of Realtors, Community Service Award, and just last year, FCAR's Community Activist Award. One of her nominators, Jeremy Wilson, states, Stacy Allwine is an individual of remarkable character whose actions consistently align with their values of compassion, kindness, and social responsibility. Her contributions to our community, Her contributions to our community have been nothing short of inspiring, and she will continue to make a meaningful difference wherever she goes. Stacy Allwine. Nominee Joshua Ruby gives great hugs. just saying, is the owner of Wolf Auctions and is an esteemed auctioneer all over Frederick County. He volunteers each year at the Great Frederick Fair Youth Live Auction to sell off the 4-H'ers livestock, and just this year, a mere few weeks ago, he personally assisted in raising over $138,000 for an auction to help a young girl dealing with leukemia. He does, yeah, that's awesome. He doesn't do it alone, though. He pays his staff to support the auction without any compensation from the fair, and he even assists the kids with low-bid auctions by purchasing livestock himself. Then he turns around and donates them back to be resold to benefit local charities. Josh also created an online bidding option that was set up during the COVID years, but now it helps maximize and expand the donations the auctions receive. In addition to the fair auctions, he also volunteers at the Thurmont-Emmitsburg community shows and provides tremendous support to their endeavors as well. Overall, he is a big support to the 4-H and livestock community. His heart is so big that he also finds ways to support St. Jude's Hospital and youth athletics with donations for equipment and uniforms. One of his supporters, Carrie Wolf, shares, "Josh goes above and beyond to help the youth of Frederick County. He is one of the most generous, supportive, giving individuals I know, and it's a great honor to know him." Joshua Ruby. And for purposes of presenting the award, I'd like to introduce from our award sponsor, BMC Services, Mr. Brett Hess.
Hello, do-gooders. I think that's how you're supposed to do this now, right? Did I get it right? You love old people. The font is huge here. This is great. All right. The 2023 Business Do-Gooder Award recipient goes to Stacy Alwing. Come on up, Stacy. Both of these nominees have shared enormous, selfless service in our community. The judge's decision was difficult, but due to the breadth of service from many organizations and starting a nonprofit, Stacy stood out. Congratulations, Stacy, and let me add this. Thank you, brother. Our neighbor is little Jana. Love what you did for her, and I know that Bob is smiling down on you. Thank you for all you do and continue to do for Frederick. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to do the thing.
This is something new. Picture.
Thank you very much. It's a little emotional for me, but I do appreciate everyone that nominated me. Sean Nicholson, I love you and appreciate you so much. And giving back, like I said in my video, is just what I know. Everybody, if you do it, it comes back tenfold. I know my husband is looking down on me and everyone here tonight, and proud of everyone here that's doing good. And I'm so excited about our nonprofit, Be Like Bob. And he definitely was a do-gooder. So thank you very much.
You guys rock. That's all I have to say. All love you. Our next award is one our judges added after the first year. The Unsung Hero Do-Gooder is an individual who works behind the scenes, mostly out of the limelight, for a nonprofit organization providing tremendous support or provides an impact to individuals in the community. Sometimes they're put in roles as treasurer, secretary, or the like. They keep things rolling despite deadlines, setbacks, and unforeseen circumstances. Also, these individuals can be seen as a good Samaritan, lending a helping hand when needed. There are 2 nominees in this category. Jennifer Effler and Amy Savitt are both present tonight. Ladies, please stand at your seats to be recognized. You can sit. Okay, good. All right. Jennifer Effler is a sales associate for a State Farm insurance agency, and she has been the treasurer for the American Legion Auxiliary 96 for the past 10 years. Jennifer is the consummate volunteer. She has touched so many groups and organizations in her town of Brunswick that she likely knows everyone and should run for mayor. Seriously. One of her passions is as a devoted volunteer for the Brunswick Food Bank. She has provided countless hours helping to combat food insecurity. She works with the community to secure donations, helps with staffing, and builds awareness. You see, she found out that her town of Brunswick is a food desert, meaning they have low income needs but low access to affordable, healthy food. And due to the distances to grocery stores, no vehicles, etc., it's a problem. She keeps the food bank open and running, and that job is incredibly important. In addition, she is a dedicated docent for the Brunswick Heritage Museum. She educates and shares her love of Brunswick with anyone who enters, and her knowledge of its history shows her true passion. Jennifer is also a member of the Brunswick Volunteer Fire Company and helps to organize its annual Santa Run event by soliciting for donations, being a greeter in the freezing temperatures, and making sure the event is organized and has a smooth execution. Through her work with the American Legion, she collects and ships soldier boxes overseas, hosts an essay contest to teach Americanism, and she cooks at open houses and plans and implements the Veterans Day Parade and has done so for the past 7 years. Jennifer has a soft spot for our veterans. She has served as a truck captain for Wreaths Across America in Arlington, coordinates the ceremonies, recruits volunteers to place the wreaths, and then is the dumpster chief for the teardown too. All of this she does to see that the graves of our soldiers are decorated. One of her nominators writes, "There are not enough words that describe Jennifer's kind nature and the impact she has on her community. Her selfless devotion to improving the community is inspiring. She is always available to lend a helping hand to anyone in need and inspires those around her to be better members of their community. She is kind, giving, and selfless, and the world would be a better place if more of us were just like her." Jennifer Effler. Nominee Amy Savitt is the Senior Program Manager for Woman-to-Woman Mentoring and has been with the organization for over 10 years. Amy nearly single-handedly impacts the lives of hundreds of women daily through her expert skills and magic in matching those mentors and mentees, organizing and facilitating workshops and other duties of the organization. She is described as someone who makes participants feel safe, seen, and heard. She fosters inclusivity, respect, positivity, and genuine care for these women. All she does helps these women realize and achieve their goals and form lasting relationships and connections to transform their lives. She has created programs within STEM by coordinating community partnerships with local biomedical firms and colleges, and through the Mentoring Circles programs. Amy is a member of the DEI Task Force, supports and promotes DEI efforts, and she is very intentional with programs, services, and changes to policies which affect the mentors and the mentees. One of her nominators, Melissa Curtis Cherry, shares, Amy is truly the heart and soul of the organization, and she embodies the mission of cultivating mentoring relationships that provide women with guidance, support, and community connections. Amy Savitt. For purposes of presentation, I'd like to introduce the Director of Marketing and Brand Management from TGP Gives, Ms. Erica Jarbo.
Hi, everyone. Okay, I'm young, but this is hard. The 2023 Unsung Hero Do-Gooder Award recipient goes to Jennifer Effler. Jennifer, please make your way to the stage. The judges felt the breadth of service within her town of Brunswick and all she does for the food bank, parades, and veterans was remarkable and made her stand out for the award. Congratulations, Jennifer.
So fun, right? You want me to hold that? It's a little heavy. It's a lot of loot in there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you to everyone who voted. I really appreciate it. I didn't expect this. It is not a one-man band by any stretch of the imagination. 90% of the table back there are half of my volunteers. So if you're a friend of mine, you're a volunteer of mine. So that's just how it works if you're somebody that I know and hang out with. So it really does make you feel better to volunteer. So if you're not already doing it and you want something to do and you live around Brunswick or want to do something downtown in DC, we know places there too. So I already got some more people that want to help us pull up wreaths come January at Arlington. So we have lots of openings. So let us know. Thank you.
All right, up next is the category of Second Chance Do-Gooder. This category was added to the awards to recognize those who are taking their second chances seriously by doing good. The Second Chance Do-Gooder is an individual who has been given a second chance for a better life from arrest, incarceration, illness, accident, and through recovery has truly given back to their community through exhibited behavior, good deeds, creating a cause, or volunteer efforts. The category is uncontested, and our only nominee is Michael Mann. Michael, please stand. He's got a lot of people here. Wow. Michael Mann is the direct care manager at the Orenda Center. Typically, every year, there's one nominee during the interviews that gets me choked up, and this year, it was Michael Mann. Michael is celebrating more than 3 years of continuous sobriety. Sorry, it gets me choked up every time. Michael nearly gave up on his life, and he felt worthless and hopeless in the throes of addiction. But now, he sponsors men in recovery to help them follow in his path to turn their lives around. In addition to his work at the center, he also volunteers at the Phoenix Recovery Academy, facilitating a meeting every single week. He provides transportation, a listening ear, finds sponsorship, and attends recovery-related events to support students struggling with addiction. Michael is a regular speaker for the Youthful Offenders Program through the Frederick Detention Center and helps to curb recidivism and addiction by telling his success story. In addition to this, he is a house leader at the Solid Ground Recovery Sober House and is an asset in the recovery community. He has truly turned his pain into passion. One of his nominators, Kelsey Kephart, writes, after a lifetime of hardships and incarceration, he was able to make it out of that lifestyle and turn his own life around. Through the recovery process, he quickly became an active member of the Frederick community, helping others. Michael Mann. Not yet, Michael. For purposes of presentation, please welcome our video producer and documentary filmmaker, Conrad Weaver from Conjo Studios.
This is my favorite category because over the past number of years, I've had amazing opportunities to meet so many people who've had second chances because everyone deserves a second chance. And our 2023 Second Chance Do-Gooder Award recipient goes to Michael Mann. Mike. You have been given a second chance to make a difference with your life and the lives of others. The work you have done is making an impact. Keep turning your pain into your purpose and your passion. Congratulations, Michael, for all that you've accomplished.
Bright up here. You know, I've never been recognized or noticed for anything before, not for anything positive, you know. Definitely made the front page of the newspaper a couple times. Sorry, Mom. And, you know, I'm just doing what feels good. Like I said in the video, I found a purpose in life. And I'm just getting started. You know, I just got here. I would like to give a special thanks to Kelsey Kephart for seeing something in me that I couldn't see in myself. Sean Nicholson, you know, for picking up all them collect calls. And you know, my mom and my aunt are here tonight. It's pretty important, you know, I put them through a lot, you know. Sorry for that. And Kevin and Dawn for sticking by me. And the kids at the Phoenix Recovery Academy, if we could all give them a round of applause, please. They all have helped me way more than I've helped them. So thank you guys.
All right. Guess what time it is? As promised, we have a giveaway to do before our last two awards. First, I'd like to thank once again all the local and regional companies who have contributed. Oh, do you have one more to add? Okay. Hey, everybody got their ticket in here? Because seriously, it's over $1,000. Okay, everybody got it? Okay, good. First, I'd like to thank once again all the local and regional companies who have contributed to the Do Goodie Bag contents. This year was huge. It has grown each year, and this year over 35 companies participated. Wow. Big thanks to Plamondon Roy Rogers, Tree Trekkers, Warehouse Cinemas, The Giving Keys, Cheryl Haynes, Frederick Shell Car Wash, Key 103, Noodles and Company, Adventure Park USA, Dublin Roasters, Il Forno Pizzeria, Oscar's Ale House, Beliza Hair and Nail Salon, Epic Detailing, Avon's Pamela Gores, Frederick Window Tinting, Wing and Pizza Shack, Peterson's Carpet and Flooring, Lucky Corner, Art of Beauty, Colonial Jewelers, Prospect Pantry, Monocacy Hospitality, Beetle Photography, Cafe Bueno, CK Nails, Cugina Forno, Jen's Uncommon Critters, Nelson Coleman Jewelry, RG Insurance, We Help You Move, Refugium Aromaticum, I have no idea if I said that right, Shore Smoke Seasonings, Summers Farm, Tucker Nuck Boutique, Vintage Restaurant, and Avery's Maryland Grill. Wow. And a big thanks to Kim Starks from Mortgage Right for sweetening the bag with an extra $100. This bag, right here, is worth over $1,000 in goods and services inside of it, and some lucky person is going to get to take it home. So, I'd like to have one of our judges, Guy Fletcher from Frederick Magazine, come help me up on stage and draw the ticket of the winner. Charlie wants to get a picture. Ready? Okay. Da da da. Da da da. Do you want to say it or you want me to?
It appears I'm the winner.
That's who it is.
Ajay
Hill. Oh, that's so awesome. Woohoo! All right, congratulations to our Do Goodie Bag winner. You just won over $1,000 in goods and services from some of the best local and regional businesses in our area. Now, back to the last two awards. Our newest category, the Nonprofit Do-Gooder. The Nonprofit Do-Gooder is an individual who has led or worked within a local nonprofit organization and has gone above and beyond the duties of the organization and whose tireless efforts help these organizations provide for others. They impact those they serve, but also the larger community as a whole with their enormous and vast contributions. We have two nominees in this category. One of them sadly is not here tonight. Megan Schaefer and Brian Zimmer are the two nominees in this category. Please stand at your seat, Brian Zimmer. Nominee Megan Schaefer is the site supervisor for the Way Station and the director of the Shepherd Pratt Pathways Day program, and through these has a passion for the intellectually disabled. Outside her career pursuits, Megan is an active board member for Special Olympics and Our Dream Pursuits Incorporated nonprofits, participating in their events and fundraisers. But where Megan really shines is her compassionate work as a volunteer and coach for the Special Olympics. She organizes and coaches teams for the organization in unified softball, basketball, and flag football, where 40 individuals in each sport take part in the activities. Through her efforts, the softball teams have earned gold and silver medals through the Special Olympics USA Games. Through the organization, she provides coaching training for volunteers in the state, and receiving a degree in coaching is her goal in life. Megan's coaching style is one of an open door policy. She runs errands, provides transportation, shelter, or a couch to sleep on, and sound advice whenever her coachlings need her. In a word, she treats them like family. One of her nominators says Megan has shaped the intellectual disabilities community along with positively impacting the Frederick and Maryland communities as a whole. She finds meaning in giving back to others and truly encompasses what Gandhi once said, the best way to find yourself is in the service of others. Megan Schaefer. Nominee Brian Zimmer is the CFO of Helping Hands and Caring Hearts, a nonprofit based out of Monrovia that inspires, strengthens, and empowers individuals in the area. Brian is an all-hands-on-deck kind of guy. He does and provides whatever support is needed. He regularly collects and delivers backpacks, clothes, shoes, school supplies, personal hygiene products, you name it, to those in need in our community. Through Operation Second Chances, he supports the military with necessary personal care and beauty items. At events, he is sometimes found setting up tents, delivering supplies, and doing the heavy lifting. He is a member of Rotary Club of Newmarket and supports their giving endeavors. Plus, he coordinates with other organizations and local businesses to obtain supplies and items needed by the most vulnerable individuals, both kids and adults found in our community. Most notably, he went above and beyond providing transportation to the widow of a Vietnam veteran who had recently passed. But the widow couldn't drive long distances. She was to move in with her daughter in Kansas, and he drove her there from Maryland, carried everything in for her, and never asked for a penny. One of his nominators states, Brian goes above and beyond with support and kindness. He exemplifies helping hands and caring hearts. Brian Zimmer. So to present the award tonight, Tony Chiquilla from Verita Real Estate was supposed to be here, but he unfortunately is sick. So I am going to do the presenting. So I'm going to just share the 2023 Nonprofit Do-Gooder Award recipient goes to Megan Schaefer. Megan could not be with us today, but I would like to ask her mom, Bev, if she would come up to the stage to receive her award. The enormous and generous contributions toward the intellectually challenged community, and specifically Special Olympics, made Megan the clear choice in this category. Congratulations to Megan. Oh, thank you, Conrad.
Yes, thank you, sir. It's all here. Wait, stay there. Stay down. Oh, want to get a picture? Can I get your picture? Thank you, I'm sorry. We'll get a picture. How's that? All right, thank you.
And you just use the microphone.
All right, thank you very much. I was a teacher, so, I'm used to talking to people, but I'm so sorry. My daughter Megan is homesick this evening. I wish she could be here to accept this award. But thank you, Carissa, for such a vision. This is wonderful. And all the do-gooders that are here just do it because they love helping other people. So that's wonderful that you've taken the time and opportunity to recognize them. So thank you all on behalf of my daughter Megan very, very much. She is certainly deserving of this award, and I'm very proud of her. Thank you.
All right, our final category of the night is the All-Star Do-Gooder. The All-Star Do-Gooder is an individual who has provided countless volunteer hours for any number of causes and groups within our community and whose tireless efforts help these organizations provide for others. They give back to their local community without compensation and help to improve lives. We have 2 nominees in this category. Both ladies are here, Sonia Bowie and Patty Hurwitz. Please stand to be recognized. Nominee Sonia Bowie currently is a Hood College doctoral program assistant, but she has lent her knowledge, compassion, and expertise to young women in our community for more than a decade. Sonia works closely with Miss Maryland and Miss America organizations, and most recently, the Distinguished Young Women Program. She helps young women build confidence, engage in service, hone interviewing skills, secure speaking engagements, and become the best versions of themselves. She believes so much in the organizations. She helps raise funds and collaborates with local businesses to support and provide scholarships for those young women pursuing higher education. Everyone that knows Sonia knows her to be an amazing mentor for young women. She mentors within the high schools and guides students through the college prep and application process, college and scholarship interviews, and takes on navigating the institutions for them. With her vast experience, she organizes free life skills workshops, secures valuable speakers, sponsorships, venues, and provides interesting topics to empower and educate young women or young female leaders. She is a door opener for many people. Sonia volunteers with MNCPPC and helps to secure safe spaces for children from gang violence and drug-infused communities. She also created a homework club to provide these kids with a secure environment for academic growth and development. After all that, she still has time to be a dedicated Girl Scout mentor and contributes to the fundraising efforts at Urbana High School through the PTSA. One of her nominators, Shyama Bhatt, shares Ms. Sonia's unwavering commitment, passion, and dedication to youth development, character building, and community service make her an exceptional do-gooder candidate. Sonia Bowie. Nominee Patty Hurwitz, along with her husband Jeff, are the retired owners of Colonial Jewelers in downtown Frederick. At least they passed the baton to Sarah. As stated earlier, Patty is also a survivor of breast cancer, just under 25 years. Phenomenal. Why that is significant is at the time of her diagnosis, she put her pain to purpose and founded the Hurwitz Breast Cancer Fund, providing funding and resources for breast cancer research and care locally here in Frederick County instead of having to drive to Baltimore. Through this nonprofit, Patty created 2 highly successful fundraisers, the Pink Ribbon 5K and the upcoming Pink Ribbon Gala. These events help support the endeavors of the organization and to date have raised well over $3 million. Through Patty's efforts, these events, and her drive and determination, she has been instrumental in the building of the breast care facility at Frederick Health's Crestwood location that provides detection, care, and treatment to hundreds of thousands of area women and men struggling with diagnosis. Outside of all that, Patty still offers a listening ear and guidance toward resources for those who are suffering with the disease. She gives back to many other organizations too, including the Women's Giving Circle, and one of her nominators writes, "Patty never once does any of this for accolades. She simply wants to help members of this community not to have to drive long distances for treatment and care. For her dedication and years and hours of work, she should be recognized." Patty Hurwitz. For purposes of presentation, I'd like you to welcome from award sponsor Key 103 Radio, Ms. Danny Gurry.
Sneaking up behind you. Key 103 is all about community. Dina and I are very passionate about helping these organizations. It's really an honor for us to be here. If there's any organizations out there we're not working with, please let me know. We're always happy to put our voice to all the great things you guys are doing. This is always a tough category for the sorry, I skipped ahead. The 2023 All-Star Do-Gooder Award recipient tonight goes to Patty Hurwitz. Patty, you can make your way to the stage. This is always a tough category for the judges. They felt that both of you are exceptional community advocates and should be commended for your amazing work. But Patty's 20-year history of support for breast cancer awareness, care, and treatment close to home has changed the lives of thousands in our community. Congratulations on your exceptional work and funding in this area.
Gee, you know, I was sitting there thinking about all these wonderful nominees, and it's humbling, and what an honor to be among them. All of you just, it's incredible, the things that you're doing for this community. And I want to thank Caressa for putting this all together and having the vision to honor people in this way. And thank you for rocking the pink. I want to thank Jeff, my husband, and Sarah, my daughter, who are here tonight with me. And it's just been such an honor to be part of this Frederick community. And none of this we or I could have done without the support and caring and love of the Frederick community. And it's just been so gratifying to get to meet so many fighters, women who are fighting this cause and winning, and to hear everyone's story. So thank you all. Yeah.
That concludes our awards for this evening. Each of the nominees we shared tonight are all winners in the Frederick community. And going forward, we will be contacting each award winner to supply us with their charity of choice, and our committee will then decide upon 2 beneficiaries for next year's event. We would like for all of you to think about those individuals around you serving others, doing good, making a difference, and who deserve recognition next year. Please drop a name in the box on the right on your way out. We'd also like to remind our nominees and award recipients to bring your bags and awards or certificates to the stage and stick around for photographs. Thank you so much for attending the 8th annual Do-Gooder Awards.